all historical facts about the plague, so you don't have to look it up and it's all in one video for you. The bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death, was a devastating outbreak of the bubonic plague that killed mostly Asia and Europe's population. The Black Plague started in 3 waves, from 1300s to 1900s. The first wave, called the Black Death, started in Europe from 1347 to 1371. The next one that happened in the 1500s, where it became more violent. And lastly, the third strand started in Asia in the 1800s. Although it's a common misconception that the rats themselves caused the plagues, it was actually little fleas on the rats that caused the plague. The fleas bit the rats bit the humans spread the plague. Like many diseases spread, it spread along trading routes, and it also spread because of unhygienic practices that we'll get into later in this video. There are 3 main ways the bubonic plague spread. Firstly is bubonic, which it got its name from, which is what I already talked about. The rats biting the humans, aka the fleas biting the rats biting the humans, all that. But the second way is systemic, which is like it goes in your blood via you got a cut and then it got infected, or it goes through your skin. And lastly is bubonic, meaning air, like you breathe in the sick air. It spreaded so quickly because we had very, very unhealthy habits. We would not wash our hands, not brush our teeth. It was not uncommon to take weekly baths. If you were rich, you did not wash your clothes. You were often outside working in the dirt, still not taking a shower. And we just were nasty. We had no clue what a germ was, so we were all very close together. And that is like begging for a disease to come and infect all of you. Condom?
What did he say?
Condom. Anyway, common symptoms of the bubonic plague included headaches, weakness, fevers, chills, one or more a little painful lymph nodes called boils, which would often bleed, and bleeding out of the eyes, the nose, the ears, every hole, basically. This is my personal favorite part of this, so if I yap a lot, I'm sorry. This is probably going to be the longest section of the video. As I said earlier, we did not know nothing about healthcare. We knew jack shit. Anyway, so we drew blood with leeches. We would break bones to, try to heal them, but they weren't even broken in the first place, so we don't know why we did that. Holy water, and we thought it spread by the air, which we weren't wrong, but we thought it smelled because it was unholy, and so we put ponies, which is a group of random flowers together, and we put it in our mask, in our pocket, on dead people's body, everywhere. We would poke people with a stick because we were scared of touching them. Plague doctors were terrifying. They were all in leather, so the plague couldn't get through it. We'd put bodies in a big old grave, a mass grave, and then burn the bodies so it wouldn't spread. And this is where we get the nursery rhyme, Ring Around the Rosie. The one that goes ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Yes, that's about the plague. So you were in kindergarten dancing around in a circle singing about the plague. I just think it's interesting how cultures can not know a song is about something when it's clearly about something. Yeah, I just think it's so interesting how big events caused such a cultural shift. This is also where Bless You first appeared. Bless You was at first used because we thought that if you were sick, you had a little demon inside you and we were cleansing you if we said bless you towards you. A cure was made in the late 19th century to the early 20th century, so that strand of the plague died off, the bubonic plague, but different strands still exist to this day, and you can get it to this day, but you will probably not die and not be in that much pain. About 1,000 to 2,000 cases happened worldwide throughout a year, so it's really not the biggest issue we have right now. It's not like it's going to have another outbreak like tuberculosis had recently in Texas and the southern states. Knock on wood. Conclusion, this is just wrapping everything up and restating what I already said. The plague started by flies that bit rats, that bit humans, and then the humans had poor hygiene, so then it spread very quickly and very easily, and then in the late 19th to early 20th century we came up with a cure, and although we can still get the plague, but not as severe, and we will probably heal from it and be okay. And it's 1,000 to 2,000 people worldwide. That's a little percentage. We'll be fine. Anyway, thank you for listening to my long rant about the plague. Thank you for watching. I know this video is pretty short compared to other videos on YouTube, but this is the longest video I've ever made, because I don't know how people yap for an hour on end about stuff like the plague. That's it from me. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you have an amazing day.
You have something on your shirt.